Hello everyone, Atrum and John here, and welcome to a draft of Kaladesh through the draft leagues, because it's still pre-release time. As long as we finish this by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Cool, we're good. Alright, plenty of time, we'll finish it tonight.
So what does draft league mean exactly?
What it means is you draft, and then you play against people who aren't necessarily in your draft pod.
Okay.
So we can't basically be like, we passed this card, it'll be in one of these people's decks. No, that doesn't exist.
So it's Hearthstone Arena.
It's Hearthstone Arena, yeah. Pretty much, Hearthstone Arena. Perfectly good way of saying it. So this is as large as I can make them.
Okay, that should be good.
Alright. So we got the crappiest rare in the set, so we're gonna ignore the rare.
Yep.
I don't know if you've looked at that rare, but it's the worst thing in the world. The uncommons being, this is pretty decent. This can be really good. I don't know on this.
Chandra's Pyrex is a good common.
Chandra's Pyro Helix is a good common. High Spire Artisan has impressed me. Anything
Really?
with Fabricate impresses the heck out of me, actually.
Mm.
Fabricate is such a versatile mechanic. It's just ridiculous. So it's interesting. Now, that noted, something like a 7-drop with Fabricate 1, nowhere near as good as a 3-drop with Fabricate. So, worth noting. 10 seconds, I think it's probably the Pyro Helix. Maybe?
Okay.
Maybe. Or we could take the Wrath, the Mini Wrath.
I haven't been too impressed with that. I saw you play a game with that.
Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily the greatest when I did it.
Could you maybe move down the border a little bit?
Sure.
So I can... There we go. Perfect.
There we go. John really doesn't know the set yet, so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this card
That card's
feels
stupid.
dumb. What?
I said that card looks dumb. That card looks stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty OP. All your creatures basically can cost 1 more to get a +1/+1 counter.
Mm-hmm.
Seems ridiculous. Ballista Charger is pretty insane, too.
It looks quite good also.
Deadlock Traps is actually better than it looks, but I think I'm willing to pass on it.
Charger would keep us a little more open. I don't know, how good is this handicraft? I know the black one's dumb.
The black one's dumb. This one seems really good. I mean, we don't necessarily need to be in on a color because of Chandra's Pyro Helix.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the weakest removals, but it's still removal. I think I want this handicraft because it can be really good. Like, stupidly good.
Well, the Voyager is absurd, right?
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, the ability just to gain a bunch of energy can randomly just affect so many things. So, and it's a cheap 2/3 flyer with trample and a big butt. Yeah, let's just take the Voyager. So I'm gonna move this over here for right now. This guy's impressed me, actually.
Yeah, that card looks really good.
This card is interesting. It's actually very interesting, but I feel like the Experimental Aviator is just better.
Yeah, it seems there was that constructed deck that ran that Paradoxical Outcome.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily think we'll be in that, but hard to say.
Not really a limited card, I think.
Right. Right, because it's very hard to build your deck around it.
Yeah.
Randomly also worth noting, if you have more mana than 5 when you play this guy and you have this, you can just get a bunch of really powerful things.
Yep.
Nothing really fantastic here.
Well, Foundry Screecher is a card.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a 3/1 flyer most of the time.
Skygate could be playable.
Ugh.
Level 6 Daredevil would be the pick for the most powerful, I think.
Well, you can end up in 3 colors sometimes in this format, actually pretty easily. I'm going to grab him and put him over here. I don't necessarily think we cared about any of those other cards.
Black seems to be kind of open here, because Colony is great.
Yeah, Fretwork Colony is pretty good, although there is a lot of just random lockdown removal. But I think it might be the right pickup here.
How good is Creeping Mold?
I don't know. I mean, it's a 4-drop removal spell basically for an artifact.
Yeah, it just blows up artifacts, basically.
Or enchantments, because there's the enchantments that remove creatures, but
Eh.
I think Fretwork Colony is better. Could take an Appetite for the Unnatural. It's not a bad card. I main boarded that during my sealed, and it was just really good. Errata, the Errata Express, which for some reason it almost felt like I was going to say the Erotic Express, but that card is interesting. It's big. Revolutionary Rebuff could be a thing. Which of these do you like best?
I don't know.
Guess I'd take an Appetite then.
Sure, it's
a reasonable enough card.
It's reasonable, yeah.
This guy is pretty decent.
Yeah, I think maybe this blue just goes away. This is a black spin.
Right. Well, double blue definitely goes away. This guy might be splashable depending on how our deck turns out. But the double blue definitely is like, move that off to the side. Like, I'm always fine splashing for like one or so of the powerful things, and we get this on the wheel, which could be really good, so we'll have to see how it works out. Pretty much just says kill all servos and small creatures.
So Foundry Screecher came around too, so yeah.
Yeah, black seems pretty open here. We can pick up a Harsh Scrutiny, which seems not the worst.
It's better than all these other things, I think.
Yeah. It's kind of playable. I mean, most decks have to have creatures in limited, so...
It doesn't seem that bad. Scry 1 is pretty powerful.
Scry 1's pretty powerful, and you can hit some random big creature.
You can't take vehicles, which is annoying.
Right, because vehicles are stupid that way. Vehicles are some of the dumbest cards. I mean, the way they did it, it's just... Some of them just become broken. Like, so broken.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, they're not creatures, so...
It basically says, all your creatures have haste after you've played it. All your creatures can do stuff without a fear of dying.
Yeah.
And maybe we want one of these scavengers, but we'll probably see one later. I'll just throw this in my...
It's big and bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'll just throw that in my board, throw that in my board. But yeah, vehicles are... Your creatures get to attack without risking their lives. They all have haste. And they become bigger.
Yeah.
And you... and the real fun part is when you crew a creature after your vehicle's already crewed to give it an ability.
Yeah, the first strike one and...
Right, yeah, it's pretty stupid. This could be really good. It combos with our durable handicraft.
Okay.
So
seems pretty good.
What else have we got going on here? We have a High Spire Artisan, a Seed Sculptor, Prophetic Prism. Malfunction's pretty good, but I don't know if we'll be deep enough to have that. I think I want the Trumpeter, though.
Yeah, elephants.
Go, Elephant, go. Chief of the Foundry can be really good, but we don't have any artifacts, really. I mean, we have tokens from Fabricates, but that's about it.
It's probably still the pick. Pima Outrider is...
Pima Outrider is powerful. I mean, the two things I'm considering are these. So
yeah.
And I'm thinking it's still Chief of the Foundry just because it has enough other random effects, basically, off of it.
Sure, we'll have artifacts at some point, too.
I mean, we got to pick them up at some point, so...
And we need them for the Bruiser and...
Right.
The...
yeah, it helps the Bruiser and the Screecher, so... And the Oval Chase Daredevil, so... We need to pick up things like that, and Chief of the Foundry can just be ridiculous sometimes, so...
If you have it servos, it works with that.
It works with servos, with Thopters, with anything, basically, so... Not a bad card to pick up there. And it's also just colorless. Because sometimes you just need a colorless creature. That is a land that I actually kind of think we might want. Looking at the rest of this, there's the Ballista Charger.
Mm-hmm.
But this allows us to work on splashing our Imperial Voyager.
Do we really need to splash for that? It's
I
just
mean, currently we don't. But
just
if we
that.
pick up things like Die Youngs and whatnot, it's a really good thing to have. And this is the right land to splash for it is the issue. So it's definitely an interesting question between these two, because I don't think we need another Opal Chase Daredevil right now. We don't really need an Eager Construct. So the real question is, do we want a rare land or a uncommon vehicle? I could see it going either way. Maybe leaning towards the vehicle, just a hair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. Right?
Yeah. Although there's another one of the Voyagers.
Interesting.
So I think or there's a Hunt the Week though. I think I need to pick up that.
Yeah.
Edge Crafters is really good too, but I think Hunt the Week is just better.
Yeah, we have no removal at this point. Bad removal is still better than nothing.
What the crap is this thing?
Oh, that's that.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, I'll take a Cobra.
Sure.
Or a Malphus Squad. Both are really good, actually. Cobra might be a little bit better because it just naturally works with Chief of the Foundry, but Malphus Squad is still really good. Probably the Cobra.
Oh, bro, we need some artifacts. It has Hunt the Week synergy. It has
Right.
the other artifact stuff synergy, so that thing's
Stomper?
big.
Stomp! Boom! What's fun is when you throw a charger into a Stomper to make the Stomper work.
It doesn't... I don't get the flavor, man.
Doesn't matter, just toss that shit in there.
I just don't understand.
Who the hell needs opposable thumbs to run these things? Just toss it in there, it'll work somehow.
Yeah, you can use wheels, you can use tentacles. Just anything works.
Flippers for the whales to pilot vehicles? I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, what have we got going on here? Junk, 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 and land. Alright, awesome.
Yeah, these are garbage.
So, what's the least garbage? Probably the sequestered stash.
We might play it.
Probably won't. High Spire Artisan is just fine here. It has reach, which one of the big things in this format is flying is stupidly good in this format.
Okay.
So that is one thing I've learned is things with flying are just stupidly good. Another High Spire Artisan or a Prophetic Prism to work on splashing if we still care to splash. Think another High Spire Artisan.
Yeah, let's take the artisan.
So I'm going to put this over there for right now.
Wow, Glintinous Crane came around. That's
Stick it over there. There's an Aether Trade Winds. Yeah. I mean, we might end up splashing one or two of these blue cards. It's hard to say.
Yeah, Glintinous Crane is great.
Well, it has 4 cards that it sees. Oops.
I mean, great in the abstract sense.
Oh, sure.
It came around, you know?
Yeah, someone should have picked it up, I would have thought, but you never know. Random artifact, I guess? Because we're not playing a double blue counter spell.
Larger than life.
That is... I'd play it as a 1-of. I would never play 2 in a deck, but I'd play a 1-of.
Yeah, just make something big.
Right, randomly make something big and just kill your opponent. Or say you have 6 mana and you have a small guy and a Hunt the Week. Larger than life, Hunt the Week. Pow, eat your guy.
Another flavor fail, I think.
Why?
Because, did you see the flavor text on Larger Than Life? It just doesn't make sense.
Whatever. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Well, that thing's stupid and big.
It is stupid and big. Skyskiff is pretty good, too.
Skyskiff's reasonably good. But that's just stupid and big. I don't know if we can play it, though. But it is just stupid and big.
You'd have to get double blue. That's kind of...
It's a 7-drop, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just take, I guess, a Skyskiff.
Skyskiff is better than Attune with Aether, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, what's this? Draw cards... Oh, that card's not good.
Yeah, it's not... If it was an instant, it could be a lot better. But I think I'd just take this guy's gift. So there's this guy who's not bad. There's another hazardous conditions, but the previous one wheeled, so maybe this one will wheel.
Yeah, it's probably both these black cards.
Screecher is reasonably good to pick up. So the question is, which one do we want more, a Foundry Inspector or a Screecher?
How good is flying?
That's the real question that I'm trying to think here. And, I mean, most of the games you win by having either something really, really big and dumb or just little flyers picking at your opponent. And I think flying's going to win out this one just barely.
Okay.
Well, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Probably don't need that. That guy's not the worst. That's pretty decent. That's decent. Decent.
Subtle trick is bad removal.
It's better than it looks because your opponent attacks, you cast it, you block, and your opponent cries.
You can theoretically get the 2.5 for 1 out of it.
Right. So I think it's what I want.
Yeah, it's not exciting.
Okay, this is actually reasonable. There's also another Foundry Inspector, but this actually just works.
Yeah.
It's not super exciting, but it works.
It's worth 0.05 tickets, something like this.
I don't know, is it?
I don't know.
I think I want a Malphus squad here, probably. Card's actually pretty good.
Sure.
Menace just being an annoyance. Oh.
Wow.
That guy is actually really good. Like,
yeah.
That guy is just really good. I've played against that, and like I'm like, oh, please don't hit my bombs. Please don't hit my bombs.
It looks like it should have flying.
No, but it has Death Touch and cast one of the top 4 cards of your opponent's library.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Oh, that card.
Do we have quite enough? It's pretty weak in our hands, but it's still a nutty card. I think we grab it and just see if we maybe get just the right amount for it.
Yeah, I'd want to have like 2 more artifacts.
Right, me too. I mean, to be fair, we do have Fabricate.
That is true.
Fabricate.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think we'll play that. Lawless Broker's fine, unless we wanted to splash for like Engineered Might, because that card's stupid. Actually, I might just want to cut this card because it's stupid as fuck.
Is it really?
Yes.
It's a sorcery.
Yeah, but read the second part of it.
It's basically Inspired Charge.
With Vigilance. It's stupid. And
Okay.
we don't really need the Lawless Broker, to be fair. Let's just be honest. The card's fine, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. And I've been on the receiving end of this card before and just been like, oh, fuck me. Now here's the question. Do we want a Metal Spinners Puzzle Knot or another Malphus squad? Probably another Malphus squad. Because of the Fabricate fact, they're both artifacts, in theory. Well, that wheeled. So, we have 2 board wipes. Kind of.
We can definitely cut Harsh Scrutiny.
Yeah, Harsh Scrutiny's cuttable. 2 more cuts beyond that.
What's Durable Handicrafts? I forgot.
Durable Handicrafts, good.
Oh, that card, yeah.
Yeah. Larger Than Life can get cut.
I only know things by their pictures.
Okay, Larger Than Life can get cut, and...
There's a random 2/2 artifact.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just...
Could be playable.
We'll take that for now. Looking at the rest of these... Probably only need 1 of these main board.
I think so, yeah.
And...
What is Ambitious Aetherborn? I forgot.
It's just a random Fabricate guy.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah, just a random big Fabricate guy, which is pretty solid. Works well with our underhanded designs here. Could always just put this in the sideboard.
Sure.
I mean, it's good to have, but it's also probably fine in the sideboard. Just like sticking a random one of those in my sideboard. And fine.
Disappearing Act.
Fine. We'll take all the bad counter spells, people. Your choice. If we have to.
Yeah, this...
We're a little light on removal. When you group creatures separately and then shift vehicles up. Our removal is a Subtle Strike, a Hazardous Conditions, an Underhand Design, and a Hunt the Weak. It's a little light on removal, but I think it should work fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully he hits a removal, because I've had that happen when my opponent played this, and then when Welding Sparks, I'm like, congrats, you hit a really good removal spell. Nicely done. So yeah, here's the thing. Do we want the Sequestered Stash in here? I mean, it buys back 1 of 6 cards.
It puts it on top. It doesn't go to your hand.
Never mind then. I'll just solve that problem right there. I'm going to just tweak this a little more because we have the Blooming Marsh and everything.
Sure.
I could actually count it up and it'd probably show that it actually favored black even more than what they said, but I actually want to hit my green cards when I need them. So, like, if we hit an early durable handicraft, that can just take over a game. So, all right, this looks pretty good. Sideboard card. Here, let me actually put all the rest of this junk in the hidden zone. So that way, when we look at our sideboard, it'll be actually like the stuff we want to look at in the sideboard. So all that junk out of there. There we go.
Good.
Womp. Hide the hidden zone. Except that I'll leave it saying hid. Alright. Anyways, we will see you all when we get to the draft here in just a moment.